Welcome to this Korea IL-2 series video. I'm flying the F-51 Mustang on the Combat Box multiplayer server. I'm going to see if I can destroy a couple of trains. Here's the mission map. Takeoff is from Suwon airfield. Both trains are heading in towards Seoul. The first is coming in from Kaesong to the north. The second is coming in from Chuncheon a bit further to the east. I'm going to see if I can locate them and destroy both of them. I am flying this mission in VR thanks to Pimax. I'm using one of their Crystal Light headsets. If you're not familiar with the Pimax range, the Crystal Light is a good entry-level option into high-resolution PC VR gaming. Pimax also does the Crystal Super headset, which, as the name suggests, is for people who want to really max out on resolution and field of view. And then there is the new Dream Air series, which are much smaller and lighter by comparison, aimed at people who want to prioritize comfort, particularly during longer gaming sessions. If you're interested in buying a Pimax VR headset, click on the links in the video description for more details and use my code DUNKS at the Pimax Store checkout for a 2% discount. I am just about to pass over Seoul. I'm going to look for the train line that goes north towards Kaesong, follow it, and see if I can find the first train. I am flying low for the time being. I am fully loaded with bombs and rockets, so I am going pretty slow. Just 270 miles per hour indicated, so I will be an easy target should any enemy aircraft spot me. And there is actually an enemy airfield nearby off my port side right now. The train line to Kaesong should be a little bit further ahead from here. I have found the train line to Kaesong heading north, so now it's just a question of following it to find the train. My 6 is clear and I seem to have passed by Seoul without drawing any enemy attention. Eyes on the train at my 1 o'clock. I need to climb a little bit and prepare for my bomb drop. The train is defended by numerous anti-air gun positions front and back. I'm going to climb to about 1,000 feet. The train will have gone past me by then, so I can turn around and drop onto it from behind. The AA guns are a bit of a concern, but I am going to have to take the risk. Turning in now for my bomb run. I'm a little bit offline relative to the train track, but let's see how this goes. Bombs away. And boom, that looks like a pretty good result. Let's have a look at the replay. There we go, the train has been wrecked and we get some nice animations here of the locomotive and the various carriages being blown up and rolling around. Here's the view of the back half of the train as my first bomb goes in. That is the Kaesong train destroyed. I've still got my rockets on board. I'm going to head east and see if I can find the train coming in from Chuncheon. And I better drop back down to treetops just in case any enemy fighters saw what I just did. My RWR alarm has just sounded, so there may be something coming in on my 6. Time to go evasive. I can't see anything in my mirror and there's nothing on my 6, so it may just be triggering off the terrain. Don't know if that is a bit of a bug or a feature. I couldn't find the key binds to switch it off, but it is right Windows key and apostrophe. I'm just going to edit the sound out for the rest of this mission because it is driving me nuts. As I'm heading east, I've spotted a pair of heavy bombers. I wasn't sure what they were to start with, but it's a pair of B-29s. They're drawing up anti-air fire because they're passing by an enemy position right now. Not sure what they're doing at this altitude. They're usually up at 5,000 meters. Quick fly past of this B-29 and then I will turn back towards the east and continue my mission. Before I've had a chance to leave the area, I've spotted a MiG at low level. Presumably he's going after those B-29s. I'm going to turn towards him and see if I can engage. He knows I'm following him, he's picked up speed and now he's pulled up into the clouds. I'm not going to catch him there, so time for me to break off and continue my mission. I've been following the train line from Chuncheon to Seoul and I have now spotted the second train. As you can hear, my RWR alarm is still ringing. I will edit it back out in a minute. The train is going through a valley right now, so I'm going to have to wait until it pops out the other side before I can make my attack run. I've taken a few hits from the anti-air guns as I've passed the train, but no significant damage. There's a bit of work for the devs to do on these trains to avoid this happening. I've turned around to face the locomotive. What's left of the train is continuing down the track, so here we go with my rocket attack. The first 3 rockets fell short, but the second 3 were bang on target, so most of the train has been destroyed. Didn't manage to get the locomotive though, and I am a bit gutted about that. I don't think there's any point trying to strafe it with the 50 caliber machine guns, so I'm just going to point the nose towards Su-1 and egress. Not sure if there's a bit of clipping going on here. We seem to have containers being fired up from underground, but nevertheless pretty good what the devs have done here, and I'd love to see more of this kind of destruction mechanic in the game. I have made it back to Su-1, and would you believe my RWR warning bell is still ringing. Single F-51 requesting permission to land. I carried a bit too much speed into my landing there, but I am down safely. Mission complete. Let me know your thoughts on the game. Thanks for watching. See you next time.